TikTok, as you guys know, I'm no Zach King. I don't do magic tricks, but 52 card pickup. Oh, I got it! You're gonna fucking die.
Boom. Wow, that's actually better than you.
And this is Weekly V 001. Motherfucker. If you do not love losing, you lost. Yo, what's up? Weekly V, New World. Here, Tyler, Andy, talking about how we're gonna do it. So we're gonna go kind of sequential, right? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Some days I'm not gonna film at all or be off the grid, but I gotta make little videos like this on What's Up. So What's Up is we're fucking back, right? First day back in the office in 2020. Rolling in real quick, doing some finance meetings, doing some Team Gary meetings, little wine text conversation, little community text talk, and I'm headed to the airport now, headed to Vegas, to CES. I'm gonna be a little late for a major event, mainly because Tyler fucked up real good. Thought I had something important at 9 a.m. this morning that ended up not being confirmed. Otherwise, I would have been on a 6, 7, or 8 a.m. flight and been completely proper at CES, but Tyler starts off the new decade with one of the top 5 mistakes he's made in the last 5 years. I mean, Ty,
it's true.
One could argue this is as big of a mistake as you've made.
It's potentially true.
Top 3 for sure.
I think in my first 3 months of working with Gary, there was some logistics fuck-ups where he was speaking maybe in like Topeka, Kansas or something like that. And we booked him for something the next morning that he was contractually obligated to. And he would have taken a commercial flight, but we had time zones wrong. So he had to take like a $30,000 private flight, simply because I fucked something up. Next, I would say there was definitely a 10 Hudson Street versus like 10 Hudson Yards mess up that probably cost us some new business in the past. Yeah, that was a good one. I actually posted about that on Instagram the other day. 3 is email. I've definitely missed some emails from some people that you don't want to miss an email from. And then you lay in bed at night and realize, how did you miss it? Because you actually looked at it, realized it was important. Sometimes the most important things are staring you in the face, and you do less important things instead because it's easier. And that's a hard thing for all people to accomplish.
Anyway, that's where we're at. Weekly V.
First they tell you that they love you, then they ask where you coming from. Like you the only one feeling how you feeling. Then you lie just to make it sound appealing.
So this is Weekly V now. Quick little video from yesterday you saw, which now we're here. It's Tuesday morning. We're in Vegas. D-Rock, I hope you caught me picking my teeth with a piece of paper. I do think that's one of my funny hacks, and probably completely like inappropriate, but that's what Weekly V is about. I'm here with Harriet. Harriet, smile. Harriet runs comms at Vayner. We're talking about, you know, Vayner's really having a coming out party. Last year was probably the year we got the most press. Some of you saw, and maybe we can pop it up right here in the vlog now, the Campaign magazine, which is one of the most prestigious industry magazines, had a really fun, cover story on me, wrong, that I posted on Instagram, which I rarely do. And so a lot of you know me as like the speaker, the Instagram thing, entrepreneur, social media guy, but I think one of the things we'll probably do with Weekly V, now that we have a new format, and today's exactly 4 years from 3 days later, but 4 years from when what Daily V won? 3, the Vegas one. Daily V 003. D-Rock.
Yep.
Get in here. I mean, we gotta show people that I shower. They might think I smell. D-Rock. So basically, I'm gonna do a lot more insight look to me, the executive. You know, I'm running a 1,000-person global holding media agency, publishing, speakers, you know, conglomerate, along with Vayner Sports, which you'll probably see a lot of over the next 8 to 12 episodes of Weekly V, because we have a massive draft class and a lot going on there. We got Mobile, Alabama, Senior Bowl, we've got the Combine, we got Super Bowl, we got the draft in April. So next 12 episodes of Weekly V, we'll have a ton of Vayner Sports. Mike Nelligan, head of marketing, a lot of you should be doing stuff with him. Maybe a pop-up video to the LinkedIn thing we did there. So I think, you know, as we go into a new format, I think it's going to be important for us to continue to inform and educate and entertain. And I think, you know, taking something from $0 to $200 million in revenue from scratch takes a lot of operations, leadership, and I think we're going to challenge. I'm almost making this right now for D-Rock as much as for you guys. We're going to challenge ourselves to show you some more angles. 2020. Of them to not, the whole thing is ROI positive. Yeah. You missed one of my great theses there, D-Rock. You missed the first 30 I ate.
And the first part of it.
I know you did. You want me to give it to you because you want them to have it?
Can't get them all.
I think people overanalyze things and they want every single action and every single printed thing and every coupon and every speech and every movement to create a direct ROI. I view it in the macro. So we've printed out, Vayner this year now has consulting products, not just services. So we created this, I came up with this idea of like a cheeky like diner menu, like laminated. We have a bunch of them here for our events. I was just telling Harriet, like, let's make sure at all our events that all the potential clients that we're meeting with actually lead with it. And I was saying to her, it's so big and cumbersome. Like I would be nice if I was on the other side and be like, oh, thank you, Harriet, yeah, I love Vayner. And I'd walk and like throw it in the garbage. 99 of that 100 people would do that. The punchline is though, everything here is a $250,000 to $10 million thing to sell. All you need is one person to actually, I don't want to ruin too many of these, you know, is to kind of go like this, or go like this and take a photo. All you need is one person to convert, to make the printing of all this and the effort on all this to be ROI positive. Big business doesn't go tick for tack. It's far more in the macro. It's why I give so much. The karma results in opportunity far more than people realize, and it feels good. That's why I do it.
So what do you call that strategy? Like, I'm trying to think about the lower third. Like,
I call that strategy
actually building a fucking business.
That's what I call that strat. No, really, I mean, I think everyone's like, how am I gonna raise capital? How am I gonna flip this business? When it's, you know, when you're building something forever and trying to build something humongous, it's never transactional. It's always macro. It's why I take a lot of thought in how we exit employees. Like, it's not about we need to fire this person today to save the extra $4,000 in their salary. It's we need to do it with grace so that there's a good vibe between us, even though it's a negative situation in 5 years. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, this is great. I mean, revenue for states.
Are you on it or is it
dollars. It's happening anyway. It's a good piece. Can you, Mike, hold on 1 second. Can we find a video? You know how I want to do that Deshaun Watson thing? Can we find a current video where they say online gambling is exploding, doing well for the states? That's what it starts with, and that, you see what I mean? And it got it. But this technology movement is inevitable. It's time for him and everybody else that's getting hurt by it jumping on the offense.
All right, embrace the future. Don't run away from it. Sue, next to you.
Every conversation here at CES, 99.8% of it will lack any common sense whatsoever. The majority of the human beings that come here will talk in theory and thesis and B2B corporate justification talk, not how to actually make something happen. And so if you actually care about making something happen, what will end up happening is we will finally have a debate around creative at scale. We will have the debate that creative is actually subjective, the quality, that we spend an uncomfortable amount of time on the production value when we justify it versus its effectiveness in what we're trying to achieve. We are in a very, very interesting time because people overvalue things that they don't fully understand. We talk a lot about big data and all the conversations that are gonna happen here, but the reality is almost everybody here this week is a non-practitioner. If you actually set up a Shopify or an Amazon store or a YouTube channel and you actually made content on 50 different platforms and actually ran media on those 50 platforms, you'd actually have something to say. Because right now, the far majority of opinions in this room are predicated on headlines they read somewhere and or the financial vested interest of what they're currently selling. Thank you.
I'm starting a media company, but I just want advice. How do you manage a team of like videographers and video editors to kind of be more creative in that sense and motivate them as well?
I think you need to make sure, like I said up there, that if you're the judge and the jury of what is good or bad, it's already vulnerable.
Okay.
I think what you do is you over communicate to them. I gave D-Rock and the rest of the team a ton of freedom, and then I would over communicate, like, oh, I love that, but I never had the audacity that I was right.
Yeah.
And the vulnerability for you in this situation is that you're right, the consumer's right. So you gotta let it go out.
Got it.
So I think you having humility will open up the creators to have more freedom. Don't forget, you have the power.
Yeah.
When I think D-Rock sucks, I can say, D-Rock, you're fired.
What? I'm fired. I got fired.
Hey, so I work at Shell.
Yes.
It's considered a premium brand because our price point's a bit higher than your average street price of gasoline. How can we convert our consumers that are maybe early mid-career that don't have as much disposable income, that there's actual value in buying from Shell?
Your business is wildly based on convenience of location.
Yeah.
Like,
We have the largest footprint in the U.S.
I'm aware, which is why you're doing well. I think if you're actually talking about trying to communicate people other value than convenience, I think it goes back to what I spoke about before. Every value prop you have, obviously gasoline, like for example, if you've got a highway and there's 4 corners of you and 3 other competitive gas stations, your ability to run 1 mile radius ads to communicate that group and those surrounding towns that you are the best actually creates a scenario where somebody will go and U-turn, even though that's not their direction, to get gas from you. The problem is the marketing that the organization does is too up here. It's brand, it's vanilla, and you need an ad for the people that live within a 2 mile radius of the fucking 4 corners of the gas stations. Your ad on Facebook that makes a reference to the pothole on the other side of the highway is what actually converts the business. That comes through real insights and real hand-to-hand combat of creative making.
I like it. All right, sweet.
Should have picked brother.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The look, it's very obvious, and you instantly know this means that this needs to be clipped for Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. It's usually when we're out in the field, and it's just like it almost sends like a lightning bolt through your body. You just know this has to get clipped immediately and make it up. Right, D-Rock? Right.
Gang, I gotta go on a conference call. I'll try to sneak in a couple more things, but I'm already 5 minutes late. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate everything.
If anybody wants a quick photo, and then I'm just gonna get a call. Thank you, guys.
I just want to say you made me go TikTok viral the other day because I listened to your content as well.
That makes me happy.
100,000 views.
Good for you, brother.
And I'm trying to become a pregnant. Would you make a TikTok real quick with me?
Go for real fast, because I'm about to go on this.
All right, with Gary
Yo,
Vee.
TikTok, do it.
Gary Vee made me go viral.
You made yourself go viral. You just
Gary Vee
executed.
challenge.
So many of you are crying about not growing and not replying to every single comment you're getting in the comment section. One of the great ways to grow, depth, which leads to word of mouth of people talking about you, which then leads to followers, is actually engaging in your comment section. Come on, it's 2020, try some new shit instead of crying that Instagram's algorithm's fucked up. Fuck your fucking excuses. Fuck the algorithm. I'm winning on this algorithm. You can too. I will never, ever, ever nest egg. Make a bet that doesn't allow me to have a roof over my head. Facts. I think there's a lot of ways. Could be a shitty roof though. People are not betting on their sweat equity enough. People don't want to work. Money is the shortcut. So that's why people borrow it and get. I don't know what year that video is from, D-Rock, but same shit. I'm consistent as fuck.
Okay, so what happens is we find old videos where Gary was right in like 2013. So we then send that video to Gary, he records context, and then sends it back to us, and we edit the video like that.
Had a meeting with one of my favorite executives, Pedro. Good meeting, bad meeting?
Awesome meeting.
Awesome. You know why? watch. It's similar to a lot of my content, but a little bit more thoughtful. I really, really, really need you to all leave right now and go watch my latest post. It's about me being right about online gambling and state-by-state gambling. You'll see it. But I'm telling you, you've got to go look at it. You've got to go look at it, go understand it, because it's a macro unlock to a ton of shit. All right, going into the VaynerX party, filming my own shit. Even though D-Rock is here, Weekly V. This is a networking event where we have a ton of potential clients and current clients. Harry, come on. You're good. You got my packs. Harriet mixing another appearance. Anyway, going inside, networking, trying to make some shit happen. See ya.
Make me stay. I got my own play. Move good in my way. Why you gotta ruin my day, my day? Make me stay.
It's been a really busy day. Started with CMO, Fortune 500, CMO, Fortune 500, 1030, CEO and CMO, Fortune 500, 11, head of marketing at 1130, head of TikTok business, head of a toy company, media, like head of a OTT marketing. We're about to have a little wine tasting show at D-Rock. Andre and Harriet are right now getting their shit together. We have ad hoc. You know, at CES, people are planned out like crazy, and I think one way to win is to break the system. So even though everybody has their plans, we're now into day 3 here. It's Wednesday for a lot of people, and people are fatigued, so we just blast it out on email, text, WhatsApp, DM to a bunch of senior clients that we're just doing a pop-up wine tasting with Empathy here in a suite at Aria, which is a central place for CS, and we have like 20, 30 legit potential clients and current clients coming within a 2-hour window. So a little hacking, which is fun. The menus have been huge. You know, the big learning for all of you and Weekly Beyond that is VaynerMedia's taken an approach where there's really only 7 ways to work with us now instead of meet with somebody and try to figure it out, which means there's a million ways. And in that restriction creates enormous opportunity. I think we're seeing a lot of opportunity in the sales funnel this week as well, because we're making it easier for clients to say yes, no, or maybe so, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a lot of stuff. But D-Rock, I think if we're gonna do this Weekly B thing, one of the things that you and I have to work on is on days like this, we're recapped where you missed all the B-roll that I told you that we could have done. D-Rock was this is really fun. We just had an interesting moment. The reason we're making this video is D-Rock was talking about like, it's gonna be weird with Weekly B like a day like this because we couldn't film because as you heard, it was all CEOs and CMOs. I said, D-Rock, you can't deploy Daily V thought process and producing prowess to Weekly B because it's a different show. And he's like, you're right. And so he's like, you wanna do something now? I'm like, yes, but like what we could have done, because a lot of you don't know how much I'm the CEO of this company, was we could have had a camera the whole time in that angle because the clients were sitting here, and really shown 7 hours, condensed into 3 minutes, put a fucking hot DaBaby song over it, and really show you like, hey, like, so many people are like, what does Gary Vee do? He's like, just travels and speaks and shit of that nature. Like 98% of what 82% of what I do is the executive of this massive marketing company and holding company VaynerX, which has PureWow and 1:37 p.m. and Vayner Speakers and Tracer and VaynerMedia and the Sasha Group, and I got a lot going on. Singapore, London, New York. So I'm excited about Weekly V because I think we've established certain things with Daily V that I'm really excited. We really have to challenge because you really approach today like Daily V. And it's gonna be fun to figure it out. I think there's like a fun like Q&A at the end of every day, if we can sneak it in. I made that video that I just made that I put on Instagram story that we'll put in here. Like I'm challenging myself. But in the comments here on Weekly V, I think one of the things that we can do with this first episode, Weekly V #1, because we're in it right now, in the comments, because we will read all of them, what do you feel like you intuitively feel that I could bring to the table, you hear about in other places, my podcast, my content, that you'd love to see in a weekly show? Punchline, please leave a ton of content, comments and content in the comment section right now of things that you would like to see from Weekly B. Things that you feel like you've been missing, things that you'd like to see more of, let us know. I don't even think about year 1, 2, or 20 to be honest. I think about I think about the fact that Leon Hess bought a minority share of the New York Jets for what was absolutely nothing, and that Super Bowl I did not sell out. I think about NBA franchises on the cusp of bankruptcy in the early 80s and the NBA Finals being on tape delay, and now they're multi-billion-dollar franchises. So for me, I know for fact that esports is going to be a substantial part of the culture in 20 years. I have enormous hopes and aspirations that the Call of Duty League is at the top of that. And if that's the case, the return on the investment will be significant and meaningful, and I'm looking forward to that. But this to me is a 20-year, 30-year ROI play. All right, I have to run on stage. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Maha. Bye-bye. That was a real line right there. That's how I live my fucking life. Whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's me, myself, Gary Vee, whether it's launching an internet site in 1996 when everybody shit on me. Guys, nothing I'll do in my life is gonna be more shit on than when I launched WineLibrary.com. You're fucking young. And for the old dogs in here like me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In 1996, the whole internet was a fad. So it wasn't even like a bad idea within something accepted. It was a bad idea in something not accepted. It's literally, for the youngsters in here, it's literally like saying that I'm gonna start a restaurant on Mars. They're like, cool, have fun with that. So, yeah. Just did a interview with Business Insider for the Minnesota Rocker. Put up the logo right here. Fresh logo, right? I'm a significant minority owner. That's me telling you I don't own 1%. And we have an opening weekend kickoff. The Call of Duty League is kicking off here in late January. I'm super fired up. I'll be in Minnesota all weekend. Put up the dates here. I hope I see you. Come out. Boom, boom, boom. Links in here. Weekly B. And so we're gonna come out Fridays after the Weekly B. I gotta keep that in mind. So if there's things happening Monday through Thursday, I need to be smart. But this one's not. It's the following weekend, so we're fresh. Business Insider article. So I just did that interview, and now I'm going to speak to the global leadership team for ABI, InBev, Budweiser, all those big brands in a small offsite here at CS because they bring in all their people from around the world. And then a bunch of meetings, and then to the airport, and then back to New York. I'll try to do some selfie videos because D-Rock will make me to fill up Weekly B, and then Friday tomorrow in the office.
Which is a trending song on TikTok.
So
you know what I'm talking about with 52 car pickup,
yeah,
right?
what do I do with that? I forget how 52 car
You have to so basically right after we film this, you can turn to Jason's camera here and intro Weekly B.
That's smart.
And welcome to Weekly B, episode 001 Weekly B,
Or just get pumped.
Yeah, this is the content. Like I got shit to do, but I'm
yeah. I don't know what you're doing, but I think I do. You need it. Let me rephrase. You need an
I want a
intro.
dynamic intro to each weekly vlog. I think we're doing this behind the scenes.
I think we just made it. This is Weekly V 001. Motherfucker.
Let's just do it just in case, too.
Respect.
Whenever you're ready.
So what is it again?
I would just start off with something like
Magician, magic trick,
Yeah.
52 card pickup,
Yeah.
and then show this.
Yeah, like if it works out that way. If
I
not,
got it.
You're
TikTok, as you guys know, I'm no Zach King. I don't do magic tricks, but 52 card pickup. Oh, I got it! You're gonna fucking die.
Boom. Wow, that's actually better than you.
And this is Weekly V 001, motherfucker. Weekly V, just to go triple meta, we just came in here, made a TikTok, tried to get an intro for Weekly V. D-Rock was super wrong about a meeting I'm about to go into. It's been a day.
Come out.
I'm calling Charlie. Charlie, hey, listen, I have a favor. Can you do me a favor and never talk to Ryan Harwood again? No, I know, but I'm actually being serious. Don't ever speak to him again, okay? When he calls, text him back and just say, who dis? Who dis? Got it? All right. Have a great day. Keep up all the great work. Proud of you. Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Told you.
Keep going.
Yep.
Keep going. 5 more seconds.
Told you.
Hello, morning.
People have no relationship with time. Everything feels like just yesterday and everything feels like 64 years ago. Feels like we've worked together forever. I know. How long has it been? 9 months. Really feels like we've worked a long time together, D-Rock.
Only been 5 years.
5 years too long. And it was in 2010. It is right now in 2020, and I can't wait to have no fucking hair in 2030 and make this fucking trifecta video for you on whatever fucking new platform called Jigjaw there is in the fucking world.